Hello everybody, it's the Game Switchers here, back with another video, and welcome to our video about the 2019, second half of 2019 Switch games. We'll be looking at 10 Switch games that are coming out, so without further ado, let's get started. So the first game we have is releasing on June 28th this year, and it is Super Mario Maker 2. Now, if you don't know this game, well, why you don't know it? It was really popular on the Wii U, even though the Wii U was a huge flop. And it's basically a game where you can make your own Super Mario levels in different styles. So you have a Super Mario Bros. 1 style, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, a new Super Mario Bros. And also what's new in this one, Super Mario 3D World style. So what do we have to talk about this game? Well, I said it was a huge success on the Wii U. And hopefully this is going to be more a two-part, because like a real second part, because maybe it's gonna be a bit like Splatoon 2, like a Mario Maker 1.5, because you can't really change the concept and it only has a couple new features. So let's hope they make some new things there. But there's one problem about this game. I really think that this is gonna be a really important Switch title. However, the problem is gonna be the online. There have been lots of questions. How are we going to make the online? Because as you might know, you need a subscription, 20 bucks a year, to play online, and you can't do it any other way. So will you need the online to upload your levels or not? Or even to play levels? That'd be really unfortunate and dumb from Nintendo, because that basically destroys the main mechanic of the game and is not gonna bring the game to its full potential. So let's hope you don't need the online to upload these levels. As said, I think it's going to be a very important Switch title, because Nintendo uploads releases a Mario game every year, like a new one. And this one is a pretty good one, and yeah, I think it's just gonna bring up sales for the Switch, and if they mess this up, they might mess up a lot of the Switch. But we've still got a lot of other games to talk about, which we will head to now. So next up we have a game from Marvel, and you probably already know it. It's Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order, which is releasing on July 19th this year. So as you can see, there's already a big summer lineup building up here. It's a Nintendo Switch exclusive, and as you can see in the trailer, it's about Thanos' army, and it's just a game where you run around beating up lots of enemies. And the good thing about it is you can play lots of Marvel characters. So you can play the Avengers, you can play the Guardians of the Galaxy, you can play the X-Men, Fantastic Four. So basically everything in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't know much about this game yet. I hope it's gonna get a good game. I think I'm gonna take a look at it, just because it's Marvel and I just watched Endgame. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it was great, and that really gave me more attention to look at this game. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a really good game. It's probably gonna be a normal price. Yeah, and it said it's releasing on July 19th this year, and it's exclusive. So the next game on our list is already releasing like 2 weeks later, on July 26th, and it is Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now, I don't know anything about this game except that I watched the direct. I don't know anything about the franchise. It seems like a Harry Potter style game. So this is like, I think it's an RPG strategic action game where you train troops and then you battle. And I'm not so sure what you battle against, but there's this continent called Fodlan, which has 3 different empires, or 3 different kingdoms, and you can go to this monastery, or I think that's the story. You go to this monastery And then you choose a kingdom or a house. That's why it's called Fire Emblem Three Houses. And then you go to this thing called the Officers Academy, where you get your class or your troops, and then you need to train them. And then yeah, you train them. Then you do battles, stuff like that. I think you can also customize your character. That's why it's an RPG. Um, as you can see in the background right now. As said, I don't know much about this game. It looks really nice though. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I'm not really a fan of those type of games. But still, it looks really nice. I hope it's gonna be a success. It's another part of Nintendo's huge summer lineup. So yeah, I think a lot of people are looking forward to this game. I'm not really. I'm sorry if you like it. Um, I just don't know it. I hope it's gonna be a really nice game. So yeah, let's move on to the next game. With this next title, the summer lineup is getting bigger and bigger. And this is Astral Chain. It was announced in a direct in February, I think. Or before, I don't know. But it looks like an action game where you basically fight huge aliens with high technology weapons, and you also have a mech or robots that help you. As you can see in the trailer behind, I think the story is something about aliens that are trying to kill the Earth or kill the people on Earth, destroy everything, and you're this force or special force that needs to stop them. It's a bit like Daemon X Machina, which we will talking about later, but it's not like a dystopian game. It looks very modern. It's developed by Platinum Games, and we've seen them make great games such as Bayonetta. So I'm really looking forward to this. It looks great. It's releasing on August 30th this year. Hopefully we'll see a bit more about that at E3. But yeah, without further ado, let's move on to the next game. Daemon X Machina. Now this is a really crazy game. It's an action mech fighting game where you fly around shooting at enemies and fighting colossal enemy titans that conquered the earth after the moon crashed on it. Even the story is really weird. You go around, you get missions. You're this resistance fighter that has you have your own mech, and you can customize it, and then you can upgrade it. You can also upgrade your character, um, and then you just go around fighting enemies. Um, the art style is very weird, um, but yeah, so basically you customize your character and the picture in the background, it just looks really weird. As you can see, you fight these huge titans or big mech robots. I tried the demo missions, the prototype missions, I think they were called, and I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I didn't like the art style. I didn't like the controls. I just didn't. It just didn't, and yeah, it just wasn't amusing because you had to fight. In the end, you had to fight this huge boss, and um, it was really easy. It was really repetitive. You just have to keep on shooting the same place. It just wasn't fun, and that's, I think, the opposite what a video game for me should be. What's also a bit confusing is why you have to fight tanks, because tanks are made from humans, and if you're the human and the bad guys have conquered the world, yeah, why are there no more good guys? That just doesn't make sense. But some good things about this is that it's a mech fighting game where you can play online. I sort of like mech fighting games, but this one isn't really my style. But you can play up to 4 people online, which is quite cool. It's set to be releasing this year, so 2019. They didn't give more information. However, I think it's gonna release around September because we have Astral Chain in August, and then directly after that in September we have the next big game. And this was also announced at E3 last year, so I think they had enough time to develop this. Next up, we have Luigi's Mansion 3. This is the third install in the series, and I didn't play the games before, but it looks really cool. I really like Luigi, but we haven't really gotten much about this game. We only got this 30-second teaser, which is shown in the background right now. There's not really much about it. It seems like Mario is missing, and you need to go around the mansion and find him. It's like a creepy game. But I think we're seeing a release soon, definitely in summer, maybe a bit later in October. Maybe that could fit to Halloween. I just really hope we see more of this game at E3 because I'm really looking forward to I'm definitely gonna get it. We're definitely gonna do a let's play. Not 100%, but like 99%. So yeah, let's just hope we see more about this game and hope it gets really, really good. So there are 3 more games that have been confirmed for 2019. One of them is Animal Crossing. We'll talk about the other 2 a bit later, but we don't know when this is releasing. We only saw a short trailer of Tom Nook saying that he has a lot of work to do and that Isabelle joined the fight, the Smash Bros. Fight, and that's all. The last Animal Crossing game, or the last games, were only on handheld, I think. The last one was on the 3DS more than 5 years ago. It was Animal Crossing New Leaf. So it's really nice to see an Animal Crossing game on a home console, but seen at the Switch is both. Yeah, basically they also kill the 3DS. So I thought about when they could release it. Probably like in fall of this year, maybe like November, maybe also October, more like November, I think. So yeah, it's releasing 2019 November probably. So let's just hope this gets a nice game. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. We saw this beautiful trailer at the end of the February Direct, and in the beginning I thought, what the hell is this like dumb anime game about that has to do with the ocean? I was about to click away, and then I saw that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this Link? And I'm like, boom, it's a new Legend of Zelda game. And then I saw it, and I saw it was a remake, but still it looks really nice, sort of a childish art style. And yeah, it's Link after, I think, the Oracle games. I'm not so sure. But he goes on a boat and then he gets stranded on this little island with an egg at the top, where there's apparently like a master sleeping in there. And yeah, I don't know much about the game. I think it was on a Game Boy, and it's one of the classic Zelda games. I'm a huge Zelda fan, even though I haven't played any other games than Breath of the Wild. But it really triggered me. And what sort of surprised me is that this is sort of a Mario themed game. I think the original one was made for from the game developers of the Mario franchise. So we saw Chain Chomps, we saw Goombas, but I'm really exciting what this could be. I think it's not releasing in December because it's just a remake, maybe like November, something like that. But then Nintendo has 3 big games for the Christmas market. Now we have finally arrived at our last game, which is Pokemon Sword and Shield. Nintendo announced, or the Pokemon Company announced, that they were working on a new Switch title or Pokemon title for the Switch. I think already in 2017, and then we got this. I wasn't really surprised. I mean, it didn't really make me feel like, oh my god, this is the best game ever. It doesn't really get the hype it really deserves. That's all I know about Pokemon. I didn't really like Pokemon, but at the beginning there was a lot of hype, and now, well, not so much. It seems, well, it's the 8th generation, and it seems more of a remake of old games. Someone told me, or I got the information from somewhere. I don't know if it's wrong. However, it's still gonna be a very important game for the Nintendo Switch. And I think this is gonna be releasing in December, because they said that it's releasing in late 2019, um, which means that, yeah, it's probably going to be December. And then we have three mainline games. We have Link's Awakening, Animal Crossing, and this one ready for the Christmas market. So yeah, basically this was all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was the Game Switcher, so our first video that's like a list video. I hope it did well, and I hope we predicted everything right. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Like and subscribe, like our other videos, comment if you want more of this. Thanks for watching. Game Switchers out.